Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. This is the fourth part of exam questions. So we need to know about the questions. So we've done already till 15 in 3 videos. So we're gonna start next from there. So a customer is using Dynamics 365 Business Central. The customer is currently sending quotes and invoices using postal services. The customer wants to begin sending quotes and invoices by email directly from Business Central. So you got these options. So you need to set up all these options. You need to check which answers are correct. So we got correct answers is set configure SMTP mail setup and run the email setup system setup. So if we run this, let's see, email setup, we'll ask you about that thing as well. So email setup. So that's the email setup. You need to go next and you need to set up this setup SMTP. So you can use for obviously emails, and obviously you need your own setup and account details, email and account name, and then you can set up how for this question. Right, we cancel that. And the next question says, a company uses Dynamics 365 Business Central to record and payment for vendors. All payments record, including similar elements. You're onboarding a new vendor, so you must create a unique number series for payment from the vendor. So no other vendor will use the same number. So we got vendor, general journals, journal templates, and payment journals and workflow. So some people say B is the best option, and some people say D is the best option, payment journal. But if we look for the answers on Business Central, then that's the only place we can find the number series setup is here, which is journal templates. So you got different names and descriptions, etc. And you set up number series here and source codes here. So I think the answer is answer C, which is correct. But you can do your investigation obviously and check which one is correct. So the number 18 says, a company is implementing Dynamics 365 Business Central. You need to create a new company that is configured similarly to an existing company. The existing company has data that must be used as a template for the new company. So you probably have seen this before. So assisted setup, create the first. So these are tools, these are requirements. So you need to answer which one matches which one. So create the first essential data components of a company, such as the company name. That says option A. So you do in assisted setup. Run a series of setup tasks in specific order and manually mark the task as completed on the tasks when the tasks are finished. So that's the configuration question, and let me just find that for you as well. Yeah. So obviously you put the code, let's say new implementation, that's it. So new, I don't just put implementation. Questions. So you have question areas there, and you put new questions if you want to put new questions for that. For this configuration, you put the code description and obviously table, whichever you want to put the table from here. So this is like a question thing when consultants obviously go for configuration setting, they just fill up this configuration questionnaire so they know what are they doing and where they're doing, and all this information is there. So that's why the answer for that is, if you read that, run a series of setup tasks in a specific order and manually mark the task as completed on the task or when the tasks are finished. So you use that. Template the existing data and apply the template to the new company in a single process. So that's a rapid start services. If you put rapid start there, it will give you actually configuration packages. So that's where you do your rapid start services as well, through configuration packages. But in the question obviously it was asked about these three. So obviously we use Rapid Start Services for option, this one, tablet one. So next question says you're implementing Dynamics 365 Business Center. You create a role center page for all users. Users must not be allowed to personalize the pages. You need to configure the system. Which three would you select from there? So the first one, the answer is on the profile page. Select the profile and select the show in role explorer column. So you go to the profiles. Let's say if you click there, you got this button. Even if you go on top of that, it says specify whether the display and available business features of this profile are shown in the role explorer. The profile must also be enabled. So if you enable it, then it will be shown in the role explorer. Otherwise, it won't. Just close that. Okay, the second one. Let's see what it says. Second one says on the profile page, select enable the profile, disable all other profiles. So obviously you enable that, it will disable the other ones. Let me just show you that as well. So for that one, you can go to the obviously the role, and then you got this enable option there. So it says specify whether the profile is available in the list of roles that users can select from. Note, users that are assigned this profile can continue to sign in even when the profile is not enabled. So sometimes you obviously by default you give a role to a user, and then obviously that's why it says that obviously you can continue, users that are assigned this role can continue to sign in even if the profile is not enabled. Another thing I wanted to mention, just give me 1 second. Where is that? User list, that's here somewhere. Let me find it for you. Yeah, I also want to mention to you here user personalization list. When you click that, all the user you can see, these are the role given, but you can edit the role from there like that, and you can give them different role from there from the list. Let's say manufacturing manager, for example, and then that's done with that. If you want to clear the pages, personalization pages, you click that button, it will do that. Sometimes you have personalized pages there or customized pages as well. So the role has been changed here because of change there. Right, let's go back and let's see the third one. On the profile page, select the profile and select the disable personalization option. So for that, you go to the profile, any profile, and then you've got this disable personalization. So the personalization will be disabled, and the person who is using this accounts receivable administrator role, they can't be able to personalize the pages. Hope you understand that. So let's go to the next question. 21 is drag and drop. Which permission? Okay, you need to configure security for Dynamics 365 Business Center for objects. Which permission or set of permission is allowed for each type of object? Okay, so permissions we got read, insert, modify, and delete, and execute, and then object type is table, page, table data, and system. Obviously, mostly with objects, with table data, you can read, write, delete, insert, whatever what you want to do. Other than that, on pages object or table object or system object, you only execute it. It won't let you rewrite, insert, or modify it because they're already ready-made for you. Sometimes tables data, whatever you put there. For example, you take the user and you bring the user into Business Central. That's a data you are updating into a table, users table. So that's why you can only modify, insert, delete, whatever, to table data. Next one shows you are implementing Dynamics 365 Business Center. The accounting manager wants to set up a complete purchase document approval system with an approval hierarchy that meets the following requirements. Sarah processes all the purchase orders. Shell can approve purchase order up to 10,000. Sean can approve the order up to 50,000. Purchase orders above 50,000 must be approved by Remy. So simple, very simple question. You can obviously, if you know basics, then you don't even need to know about Business Central, but you can still get the answers from there. So the first one says unlimited. Who's unlimited? That's Remy. Purchase orders up to 50,000. So up to 50,000. Who's in it? Shown as approval user with Remy as the approver. So you directly come to Sean because he's allowed 50,000 and plus goes to this one. Purchase orders up to 10,000. 10,000s are here. We'll go to the Michelle and approval will be either Sean and everything else must be approved. So Sarah as approval user with Michelle as approver. So everything basically Sarah approves all purchase orders, it says there, and then Sarah's approver is Michelle, so you will go there. But obviously that's within the limits, but any limit goes above Michelle, you will go to Sean and then go to Remy. You're implementing Dynamics 365 Business Central online for a company. The company is migrating from a previous version of Business Central. Okay. The company wants to migrate historical financial information from the previous fiscal year into the new database, including all analytical information. Each correct selection is worth 1 point, so we chose answer 1, so A, B, C. So create a configuration package. Let's select. Okay. It'll be easier if we go to the configuration packages. So I won't do it the full one. I'll just quickly go to one of these to just see or show and how can it work if you got anything. Okay. Right. So create a configuration package. Obviously you create a new package, then select the appropriate tables. You select the appropriate tables, and once you're done, you export the table. Export the table from the configuration package to Microsoft Excel. You throw it outside this Business Central, or just the file, whatever the data you put in that, include the dimension information, import, and then import it back from there. And then C says select the dimension as column field, include all the dimension in the configuration package. To be honest, these answers are not wrong, but they are incomplete, because if you export that and package and then adjust and import it, that's a complete solution. But if you just export it, it doesn't say anything about the data on importing the file. This one says assign a data tablet to the configuration package, which doesn't make sense. So it's the options A, B, and C. Next one, it says you are configuring Dynamics 365 Business Center. You have a file containing balances for all journal accounts as of December 31st, 2018. You import the data into journal batch. You enable the force document balance option for the template. When you attempt to force the batch, the following error message displays out of balance. You need to resolve the error, so that's this one, A, and then C and D. Because A ensures the set of journal entry lines balances by posting date. C says ensure the set of journal entry lines balances by amount. Okay, and D ensure that the set of journal entry lines balances by dimensions at that ID. The company used Dynamics 365 to create several dimensions that will be used to perform cost analysis. Some dimensions values combinations are not allowed when posting purchase transactions. You need to set up dimension combinations, and the main one is list of action and arrange them in correct answer. So you've got the list, so you need to arrange it, and so it's already arranged in a good manner. So answer is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because you open the dimension combination page, select the dimension combination and set the option to limited, open our dimension value combination page and select the dimension value. Value. Remember that the values are coming after these two in exam. Okay, so these are the end of the questions. I haven't got any more at the moment. So I hope you understand the basics of these questions. And this was the part 4 of the Business Center exam questions series. I'll keep posting after that, and thank you for watching.